Well, hello there again. Seems like I haven't seen you in quite some time. I haven't been giving you advice in a while, and I thought maybe the pathetic excuse that's trying to copy me isn't going to come back anymore. Well, apparently not, because here you are. Like the outfit, by the way. Seems almost fitting in comparison. The white hair, the white dress shirt, red tie. Seems like you're almost a spitting image of what I'd say used to be me, but quite isn't anymore. But still, if I had a choice, considering that you came and found me, I would have just killed you on the spot. No kidnapping or abduction, no torture, none of that. Just straight up stab you, leave you laying there, bleeding out on the ground, wondering, oh, my idol took my life. How romantic, one would think. And personally, I can't say that I intrusively allow such thoughts to hinder me. But this isn't about me. This is about you and the advice you came looking for. So, what do you exactly need from me this time? How are you gonna trouble my time with ignorant ploys of being a copycat? You say you want to know how to exactly capture somebody? Well, I can't really say that capturing or abducting somebody is advisable, considering it's a newer age. Technology is different. Technology can simply and very efficiently and easily find you, no matter what you do or who you are. Somehow it manifests a way of capturing who you are and making sure that you deal with the time that you're going to deal with. But alas, you did come here for advice, and truly I will give that to you. Now, to abducting somebody, well, you obviously want to watch them for days, weeks, months, get to know a routine, schedule, know what they like, what they do, who they see and talk to. And precisely, you will do that for a good couple days, weeks, months, maybe even a year. And once you've gotten to know their routine, places they like to eat, stores they like to shop at, things that they like to do, people they like to see, well, there's one thing about that though. You see, you don't want people knowing that this person's gone. And you see, for my moments to shine when I had done such things, I've always made sure to completely and utterly lie upon their social medias and just plunder their devices and say some things along the lines to friends or make posts about going out to different places of the world, traveling, and hell, maybe even moving out to certain places. All because I felt like it. Because I just wanted the person. Of course, they're 6 feet under somewhere, somewhere, buried deep in the woods. But we won't talk about the woods behind my ever mysterious home. Now, you see, once you've gotten routine down, you got a schedule down, you could take your moments, find where they go and what time they get out of work. Usually, you want to go for somebody who has usually a late shift or a closing shift. Somebody that you can watch from the darkness or become a casual customer in a store that they go around or have been around and just watch. You see, once you've gotten their schedule down for whatever occupation they do, knowing their normal late hours and the time being of those hours, you just grab a bottle of chloroform, a rag, and of course, this is no video game magic. No, 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 no. This isn't some Hitman Agent 47 type of chloroform and rag ordeal. No. You gotta hold that rag up to their face for a conspicuous amount of time until they fall frail. Now, I hope you have a big enough cloth to cover both their nose and their mouth so they both have to breathe in through both airways. Now, once you have them knocked out, you're gonna drag them to your car, hoping that wherever they are doesn't have cameras, can't see you, or, you know, just that. So, you're gonna drag them to your car, put them in the back seat, front seat, whichever you prefer, hell, even maybe the trunk. You're gonna drive home to wherever it is you live, and, well, you're gonna make sure that you have a decently sized basement. No windows, good enough ventilation, a tidy, tidy spot. Once you have them down there, you're gonna chain them up. Hell, you might have to gag them for a good couple of weeks. Just make sure that your basement is soundproofed, if anything. And if anything, you might as well soundproof the room that you're gonna put them in said basement. So, once you've got them down there gagged, of course they're gonna fear for their lives after a while, and the ordeal of, why are you doing this, and please let me go, and all that nonsensical bullshit that just tickles me deeply. Almost tickles me now thinking of you doing that, and them just cowering and being pitiful and just begging for their lives. It's amusing, it's entertaining. Anyway, once after that has gone down for a while, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna use psychology on them. And how you're gonna do this is you're gonna psychologically mess with their brain, mess with their very being, and take control of their autonomy. And once you have that control over their autonomy, you can do with them whatever you like. Of course, depending on how strong their will is, you may have to, of course, go for quite some time. And that some time being, like I said, months, days, weeks, even. But if you're lucky, maybe they're not so strong willed and you can easily manipulate and take control of their being, of their autonomy, and manipulate their mind into being your precious little lover. Stockholm Syndrome is always a thing, which does occur after some time of being down in a basement, of course. What do you do after the whole Stockholm Syndrome effect has kicked in? Well, like I said, you do with them whatever you want. You could use them in any pleasurable manner. Hell, you could even turn them into a perfect housewife or house husband, whichever one you prefer. And even then, when the Stockholm Syndrome hits, they cannot be without you. Hell, they even might kill themselves. Like in the Poughkeepsie tapes. Fun little movie that is. Hilarious, maybe. Takes the whole spew of abducting some people and torturing them to the max. It's ridiculous, honestly. Nothing that I obviously do because I love all my captives. Well, loved them before I let the last one go. But before she took a pot shot at me, wounding me in the chest, missing my heart, I laid there in disbelief, baffled by the idea that somebody that I wanted to take care of, who didn't even deserve me, would try to even take my life. Hell, I gotta give it to them. A little more to the right, and they would have hit me in the heart, and I would have died right directly there. Unfortunately, I didn't. And I just laid there, baffled, disgusted. Well, I can honestly tell you that this is positively everything that I've had to go on and tell you, the advice you also wanted. Pathetic, honestly. But it's what you wanted. And I honestly cannot revoke that advice. You have it now. And what you do with it is what you honestly do with it. But I will say, keep trying to be like the original, and you'll only dig yourself into a void of insanity.